everyone, so I wanted to share with you a few new makeup goodies that I got. I got some things at Sephora during the VIB sale, and just a few little odds and ends things that I've gotten. Some skincare, some other makeup from the drugstore, and yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so let's start with the Sephora things. I placed 2 orders online. I went in store with a few things in mind, and a lot of the things that I wanted were sold out. And I actually went the day that the VIB sale started, so I was surprised. But anywho, I just decided that I was going to order online. So online, I ordered a few things. I got the Ardency and Modster Eyeliner Trio, and these are long-lasting pencils. They're waterproof as well, and they come in a set of 3. So you get the black, blue, and a gold. So gold, black, and this one is called dark blue. So I've used them all already, and I feel like these are really creamy. They're very intense. I feel like they glide on very smoothly. I feel like the quality of these is just a little bit better than my Urban Decay ones that I've been using for years. I love my 24/7 pencils by Urban Decay. I think that they're just really, really great. But these, however, are very creamy, very pigmented, they're smooth, and I really, really enjoy them. They do have to be sharpened. They're not like the twist up ones at all. And I think that they're really great. And I'll do some little swatchy swatch here. I had the blue on in my latest haul video, the, what was it called? BH Cosmetics. I always forget the name of that company. BH Cosmetics haul. I was wearing the blue in my waterline. So these are the swatches. Here's the black, here's the blue, and then the gold. The gold, I would say it's more of like a bronze than a straight up gold. When I think of gold, I think of something a lot more yellow in tone, and this is definitely more bronzy in my opinion, but they're very pigmented and very beautiful. The gold one has a bit of a kind of like a golden sparkle to it, so I think it's just beautiful. It's not like a flat gold color. I don't know if the set is available because when I placed the order, a little note was on there saying that only a few left in stock. So if not, these are individually available. I think they're $19 a piece, and I believe I paid $29 for this trio. So those are great. Then I got 2 more lipstick duos from Bite Beauty. I love Bite Luminous Cream lipsticks. I think they're great. The first one is Tangerine and Lingonberry. So it's like a really bright kind of corally orange, and then a bright pink. And then I got the other one is Date and Fig, so it's more of like a everyday sort of your lips but better type of color. And then Date, which is what I'm wearing today with a BH Cosmetics lip gloss over it, and I think they are just amazing. I do recommend them if you want to try Bite Beauty lipsticks. These are the way to go, because each of these duos were $12, and granted, you don't get a lot of product in them. That's the extent of what you get. Let me show you. So that might not be a lot, but honestly, for someone who, like me, who has a ton of lip products, it doesn't really matter if it's, you know, this size or a little bit larger. I think that this is great because for me, I want to try as many colors as I can from the brand without having to break my wallet, because they are expensive. And doing it this way, I feel like you are able to just see what you like and try them out. And I have 2 other duos that I got last fall when they had the Sephora VIB sale. That one was the 20% off sale, so I definitely got some of those. And then here's the swatches of those. So Fig and Date, and then the Lingonberry and Tangerine. So very bright. I got this duo, which one is it? Tangerine and Lingonberry, just for some pops of color for spring and summer. I think that would be great. And they're just the same consistency as the regular line, just as creamy, just as pigmented. They're beautiful. I love them. I would recommend these, you know, to anyone that wants to try Bite Beauty stuff. Okay, and then with that order, did I get any? Oh, I got the YSL. What is this called? Touchy Clot? I don't know how to pronounce it, but I got this little sample with that order. And then when I went to Sephora in-store, the only thing I got was the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This is the eye contour. This is a new palette. Really, really like this. This is what the packaging looks like. I like the whole black and gold. I think it's very Kat Von D. On the back, it tells you all of the colors, and it comes with a little bit of a kind of tutorial type of thing where it tells you how to create neutral quad, cool quad, and warm quad. So the whole palette is divided into 3 different quads. Now, I honestly don't follow things like this. I feel like if you want to mix what they say goes together, do whatever you want. I don't feel like you have to do that. But if you wanted some sort of like a guide as how to use the palette and the way it's intended to, I guess, by taking each little section and dividing it into 4, then, you know, that guide is there for you. But I have already done a tutorial on this using the warmer tones, but that's what it looks like. It is an all matte palette. I think the only one that has a bit of a sort of like satiny finish is this one here, right above my pinky, and I think they're really good quality. I think that the pigmentation is great. I didn't think I needed this when I was in store, but then when I swatched it, I was like, yes, this is exactly what mattes should be like. Creamy, pigmented. They're not powdery. There may be a little bit of like fallout when you put your brush in there. You might have a little bit of like kick up a little powder, but you know what? I overlook things like that because for me, what I'm looking for is a lot of pigmentation. I want it to transfer from the pan to my eyes, and if it does that, then yes, if I have a little fallout, big deal. I'll clean it up and no harm, no foul, right? And if I get some little fallout on here, I just kind of dust it off. No big deal. So that to me is not a deal breaker. I like it. I used it in today's tutorial that will be up soon if it's not already up. And I enjoy it. I like it. That was really, really great. And then in store, I was able to get some beauty samples. I got the Dior Show Lash Plumping Serum, and I got this with my 100 Beauty Point Perk. Well, that's a mouthful. So I got that, and I like it so far. And then I got a Clinique moisturizer. This is the Moisture Surge Intense. I use the same one, but the one that is for normal to oily skin. And this one is definitely for dry, very dry skin. So I'm going to give it a try. You never know. I may like it. But I love the way these smell. And that's actually a very generous size. For 100 points, that's like the perfect travel size. And even if I use this cream up all the way, I will save the container to use when I travel because it's just so freaking cute. And I really like the Clinique moisturizer. And then for my last 2 Sephora things, I got the 2 new Makeup Forever palettes. I am so excited. Oh my god. I couldn't decide, so I bought both of them. I don't need either of them, but I mean, for $44 a piece without the sale, for 9 Makeup Forever eyeshadows, I mean, you pay $44 for 3 full-size ones. These are 0.06 ounces, and the full sizes are 0.07, so you're not really losing out on a whole heck of a lot. For less money, you're getting a whole heck of a lot more. I can't begin to tell you how much I love these, and I used them for the very first time today, and I did film a first impression / tutorial that might already be up, but I freaking adore these. I think they're great. The first one is more of like the sort of neutral vibe, so if that's what you're looking for, this will be it. But if you want something that has just a few neutrals, but you know, kind of playful, and you want to incorporate some more colors, then the second palette, Artist Palette number 2, would be ideal. This, hello, can we say gorgeous here? That purple, I mean, oh, I just love them, and I use the blue and this sort of dark kind of teal under my lower lash line, and I love the way it came out. I finally got the Mary-Lou Manizer Highlighter by theBalm. I was going to get the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone during the VIB sale, but that's 38 bucks, and 15% off is great. I'm not going to, you know, knock the sale, but I mean, still, $38 for a highlighter is very expensive, and that highlighter will literally last me the rest of my life. And so will Mary-Lou, but Mary-Lou I think is 24, and it's just beautiful. I'm wearing it today. I kind of went a little crazy with the highlight, but it's so beautiful. I love it. It's just a beautiful sort of glow that it gives, and you can definitely wear this very intense like I did today for a very sort of like glowy wet look, or you can take something like a fluffier brush, maybe like this one from Sigma that's more softer, and just lightly dust it, and you create more of like a softer sort of glow, more everyday. And I had gotten the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana, and I'm going to just mention in this video because this is what people on Pinterest said was a dupe for the Mary-Lou. Now, I didn't know the difference between both of them because, like I said, I didn't have this until recently. They're both similar, I guess, in tone, and that's probably what I would say would sort of categorize this as a dupe, but technically a dupe is the same exact thing but just a cheaper version of it. The tone is exactly the same, but the Wet n Wild Reservoir Cabana is just, it's beautiful. I love it, and it's more of like an everyday sort of highlight. I can definitely pile this on all day long and it will not look cakey. It will not look like I'm a disco ball. And then this one is just definitely kicked up a notch. It's definitely packing that punch of that glow, dewy, sort of radiant looking skin. So they're both the same tone, but this is just, the shimmer in this is more intense. This is a lot softer, and it gives you that same sort of like, I guess, golden-y glow. So if you're wanting to get a dupe for this, I wouldn't say that this is exactly the dupe, but if you want the tone of Mary-Lou, then this might be an option. But the finish is different. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way, I got some e.l.f. products. I'm not sure if I mentioned these in a video or anything, so if I did, then I will just edit this out. But I know I have used the e.l.f. blush palette in a tutorial before. This is the one in light. They have 2 different shades, and I'm going to hold mine upside down so that I don't blind you. But this is what the palette looks like. They're interchangeable. You can pop these out. Nice kind of bright bubblegum pink, more of like a mauve pink. Bit of like a corally with some like golden shimmer, and then you have like this sort of orangey tone here. So this was $6 from Walmart, and I have to say I'm really impressed with the quality of them. I'm going to try to swatch them and show you, but that's the swatches of them there. They all have some like really pretty pink tones to them, and let's see, as you can see from a distance, I don't even have to zoom you in, but they're very pigmented. And these ones here are a little bit softer, although they seem to be a little bit brighter. They are softer, and this bright color, for some reason, when you wear it really softly with a fluffy blush brush, I feel like it gives you like a nice sort of radiating glow from within. It looks like you're just youthful. It looks like you're just, I don't know, it just, when you get back from a run, you have that sort of rosy vibe and you think, okay, well that's just too bright. But if you wear it really softly, it definitely is a very beautiful color. And the one with the sparkle, I can see a little bit of that sort of, which is this one here, has a little bit of a golden sheen, but honestly, it's not bad to the point where someone at oily skin like me won't use it. I mean, I will have to definitely, you know, play with it a little bit more, maybe layer it over something else, but I do think that this is a really great sort of palette for $6. I mean, you can't go wrong with the quality of them. I mean, hello, it's $6. Okay, another e.l.f. product is the High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. It comes in like a little cube like this. This is just the sheer one, and I've been using this to set my under eye area, and I love it. I think it works. It was $3. I think that this would be a great sort of setting powder for foundation. You can use it for a concealer, and this can definitely take the place of a higher end translucent powder. I mean, translucent powder, they all do the same thing. They're all a translucent powder that is meant to be used to set something on the face. So I don't think that you have to spend an arm and a leg or sell a kidney for one. I think that $3 is perfectly fine, and it works, and it's not a whole heck of a lot of product, but when you are setting your under eye area, you need the tiniest amount. Usually what's in the lid is enough. So I like that. And again, all of these things were from Ulta. I mean, not Ulta, Walmart. Then I got a lipstick. This one is in Pink Minx. This is the moisturizing lipstick. The packaging is really cheapo, but you know, for a $3 product, I'm not going to complain because look at the pigmentation on that. Insane for $3. Really, really great. And I really like this color. I mix it with other nudes and things like that. So it's a great sort of everyday, summery, springy type of color. And then the last e.l.f. product is the Lip Exfoliator. I've been looking for a sort of lip exfoliator instead of just using sugar from my kitchen. I was about to do a swatch, but here's what it looks like. It's like a little lipstick tube, but it's got some like gritty particles and some sugar in it. And honestly, after, like, if I use it today and then I forget about it tomorrow and then I go in like the next day or a few days later, the tip of it is very, very dry, and I feel like I have to really push it in to get that moisturizing aspect of it, because it has a bit of like a, I don't know, like I'm feeling like a balm texture in it. So it's like the sugar mixed with a little bit of a lip balm, but honestly, it gets kind of dry, the tip of it. So I don't know. I just don't know if this is what I was expecting or what I was looking for, but I'll definitely give it a try and see how well that works for me. And then for my last sort of makeup, well, it's not makeup, it's skincare. You guys know that I love my Clinique Moisture Surge gel cream. That's the one that's for normal to oily skin. I've been using that since last fall, and I've gone through probably like 6 jars of it, or little tubs of it, and I really like it. And I almost got one, but then I thought, you know, I wanted to see if there's something else that's comparable to it, but a little bit more affordable, because the small 1 ounce is like $38.50, I think, and then if I get the big one, it's like $50-some. So it is quite expensive. So I decided to go to the drugstore to see if I could find anything very similar. I saw the new one from Neutrogena, the one that's like on a blue tub, and it's got the hyaluronic acid. So if any of you have tried that, let me know which one you've tried, because they have one for dry skin, and then they have the water gel, which I was kind of wondering, but then I looked at the ingredients, and I think the third ingredient is alcohol, which to me kind of defeats the purpose of using a moisturizer if the third ingredient is alcohol, because usually the first, I would say ingredients number 1 through 5 is the bulk of your product, and everything else is just kind of filler, and as it trickles down towards the end of the list, it's the least amount. So if you have like skincare benefits at the bottom of the list of ingredients, then you know that it's not a high potency. It's diluted by the time everything gets mixed together. It's not going to be as good. So look at the first 5 ingredients, and that will really tell you what's important and what the bulk of what you're buying is. So I saw on polishchoice.com, which is a great website for makeup reviews, skincare reviews, I will link it down below, that their review on it wasn't positive because of the fact they had alcohol as a third ingredient. Of course, this moisturizer that I have has alcohol in it, but it's not the third ingredient. It's a little bit lower in the list. And I decided to try the L'Oreal Youth Code Texture Perfector Day and Night Cream, and it has like this yellow sticker, but this is from Walmart. You can find it anywhere, any drugstore, but I got mine at Walmart. And I would recommend that you check to see if you can find one with a coupon, because I was able to save $2 and it ended up being like 17 and change. And normally this is like almost 20, so I think it's a little bit pricey. But this is a day and night cream, so I guess $20 for a cream that you can use both day and night instead of having 2 separate creams. To me, that makes it more appealing to pay that price. Definitely, I'm not complaining, because it's a fraction of what I pay for Clinique. But it says it refines uneven texture, pores, and fine lines. And let's see, non-comedogenic, dermatologist tested for gentleness, mattifying, non-greasy for all skin types. And it says it's supposed to help with the texture, pores, and fine lines, which I have some fine lines on my forehead. I'm getting to that age in my life where I'm noticing these things. And then of course I have like some larger pores in this area. I've always had that. It's not something new. But this is what it looks like. I love the packaging. I think it's so beautiful. I love that sort of pink look. Pink is my favorite color. I just don't care for the glass. I prefer plastic, because I mean, if I were to drop this in my sink on accident or on the floor, I don't know if it'll crack. I mean, it's a very, very beautifully packaged product. I'm not knocking it. The glass kind of scares me, so I'm really gentle with it. But it's really, really beautiful just to set it on your vanity or on your, you know, the countertop in your bathroom. I think it's so pretty. And it does have a bit of a sort of like soft floral scent. I don't want to say it's too heavily fragranced, but it's definitely fragrance. You can smell it, and it has that sort of florally scent. I think it stays, you know, you can notice it for maybe the first 10 minutes or so, but after that it sort of kind of goes away. But it's a beautiful sort of like nice, thick, rich cream. It has a bit of a pink, kind of blush pink tint to it. And what I like about this is that it moisturizes really well. I haven't noticed any like major results because I've only used this 3 times. But what I have noticed is that a little tiny pea size goes a long way. Like I put it in my hand and then I just kind of press it into my skin, and it's enough to get by through the day without feeling like my skin is really dry. I've also switched my cleanser to a moisturizing cleanser, so that definitely helps. And I do really like it so far, but I will do an update video on this to see if it's something that I will continue using or if it's something that I recommend. I did go on Instagram and ask some of you if you guys had any thoughts about this, so if you don't follow me there, please let me know in the comment section if you've used it or if you have, I don't know, just your opinions on it, because I kind of want to know if this youth code stuff is any good, because it is a little pricey from the drugstore. So I need some feedback. Come on, give it to me. And it's a planner. I decided to finally get myself an Erin Condren planner. These are hella expensive. I mean, if it wasn't for the sale, this right here, this basic planner is, with this sort of design, is 50 bucks. And if you get the one with the foiled look to it, it is 60 or 65, 75, something like that. They're expensive. But I do like it, and if you're wondering, my design is called the Fleur Feliz, and I decided to go with the custom colorway, which means that you get to pick your colors. And I picked Peony Pink and I think Taupe or Light Taupe, something like that. And I got a free divider that is the same design, and I chose white and hot pink, and it has my business name on it. And so I got this specifically because I have so many things going on in my life, from YouTube to my beauty blog to my business. For those of you who don't know, I have a nail polish line that I completely do everything from start to finish, from the concept of the product to making it, to bottling it, labeling it, marketing, all that. I do it myself. And I have so much that I need to do for my business and my brand that I need to have a planner to keep me organized so that I don't forget to do certain things, whether it's business related or YouTube or just day to day. So that's why I got it, and I feel like it's keeping me sort of very organized. And every morning when I go to the kitchen, I open it, and as you can see, I've been filling it out, putting a lot of things and scratching things out and readjusting my schedule. But I'm a busy gal, and I'm also a stay-at-home mom of a 2-year-old, so you can just imagine what that's like. And I do recommend them because I like how it's functional. I like how it's bright, colorful. I love the quotes. Like, for example, August 2015 says, "Everything you want is on the other side of fear." And little just quotes to kind of lift you up and really push you to do good things. And like, for example, June's quote is, "A negative mind will never give you a positive life." And that is so true. And I just like how everything is inspirational, like work hard, play hard. You know, just little things like that just to kind of motivate you. And I think that that's unique because I've had planners multiple times when I was in college or just anytime, and it's just, they're so boring and so blah. I'm like, I don't want to open you, like, ugh. But this is cute, this is pretty. I have a silhouette cameo machine, so I'm gonna make some little vinyl sticker thingies and washi tape things to kind of decorate it. And you have the calendar. It's so nice, and you have like a little pocket to put things in. It's just nice. I like it. And that, my friends, is all of my new goodies. You won't see a haul for a very long time because I have 2 hauls back to back, which I can't help myself. Yeah. So, oh, I forgot to mention that with the Makeup Forever palettes, you get these little pamphlets to show you how to recreate specific looks. So if you are going to get it, just as an FYI, that comes in it too. So thank you guys so much for tuning in for this video. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can see more hauls and more tutorials and more of me. Yes. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye.